Okay guys, controversial subject today, loud exhausts. Do they save lives? Find out what I think in this video. Welcome to How To with Kel, where we teach you tips and tricks on all things mechanical. Like and subscribe if you like the video, and remember, if I can do it, so can you. Right, controversy, here we come. Loud exhausts. It's a common belief that loud exhausts save lives, because you can be heard, you can blip your accelerator and let people know where you are. I don't believe that's true. So here's why I don't think it's true. I had an accident recently, and in my situation I believe a loud exhaust should have saved me. I was travelling in a small estate, a quiet back street. No traffic, just myself and the other vehicle. The other vehicle was in front of me, I was following it. He pulled off to the side of the road, and I assumed that he was pulling up to stop. So I rode past. As I rode past, he crossed my path to the opposite side of the road to enter his driveway. Now, there was just him and I. It was late afternoon, it was quiet, it was a sunny day, there were no other vehicles around us anywhere, not anybody. So he should have heard me and my loud exhaust, but he didn't. And he pulled across in front of me and we had an accident. Now, that resulted in me breaking my collarbone, my shoulder, and my shoulder blade back here. And I'm still suffering. That was 4 months ago, and I still can't lift my arm any higher than that. That's as far as it will go. And by all the rules, he should have heard me, because it was just him and I. And he said to me, I didn't hear you, I didn't see you. That to me says enough just on its own. Now there are other things involved here. He was in his car. He could have had his radio on, and modern cars are designed to insulate and shield the outside noise. So they're things that are working against us. Now in my life, as you can see behind me, I have part of my production studio. Now that's running for a reason. I'm standing here for a reason. I've been a DJ and producing music for the last 30 years, so I think I understand a little bit about how sound works. Now, in my opinion, it's not possible for the sound to travel forward as it is suggested by most people who have a loud exhaust. Now, sound in itself travels similar to what a caterpillar moves. So if you imagine the front of a caterpillar and the back of a caterpillar, and the back moves to the front, then the front moves away. So sound moves very similar, and it shunts through the air like that. And because of that, it has to vibrate the air. So take for instance a car horn. Okay, car horns are in the front of the car for a reason, because they push the sound forward. And sirens are in the front of the car to push the sound forward. Okay, they're designed to do that. If you're behind them, anyone behind a very quickly stopping car can see the brake lights come on, they can see people changing lanes. If there's an emergency vehicle in front of you, you can see it. Its lights are flashing or whatever it might be, you can see it. If a car screeches to the stop, you might be able to see smoke coming from the tyres, but you can see it. Now, when you're in front, you can't. So all these things are designed to push sound forward. And the other things working against us are us. Now, our ears are shaped to pick up sound from the front. If you do this test and put your hand here and have somebody talk to you, the volume goes up dramatically. So everything in us is working against us, our surroundings, the whole lot. So our ears face forward. Therefore, the sound coming from the back is blocked by our earlobe. These things are not here just to make us look silly. They're actually here to do a job. Right? The sound, the insulation of the car is designed to block out the sound. So your ears work against you, the insulation works against you, your radio works against you. So all these things are not in favour of you hearing an exhaust coming from the back. There are other things in play here. If you take for instance a siren is designed so that you can hear it. The pitch of the sound is designed so you can hear it. The pitch of a car horn is designed so you can, that's how it is. It's meant to be like that. In reality, if you look at it, there are three things that really get your attention when you're driving. Three main things. The first one is a car horn. Okay, you immediately look up or look in your mirror or whatever it is when you hear a car horn. Is that car going to crash into me? If you hear screeching brakes and tyres squealing on the road, it's an immediate look in the mirror. Is it going to crash into me? And a siren, which, you know, equals emergency. Where is it? Get out of the way. Now, the only thing that a motorcycle does when it gets beside you, and literally it has to be beside you before you can hear it, is scare you. So you jump, but you don't react the same way you would if you heard a horn, or if you heard screeching tyres, or if you heard a siren. You just don't. Now, let's get back to blipping the accelerator. Now, blipping the accelerator is, to me, I can't explain it, but if you have to pull in the clutch in order to blip the accelerator. If you don't, on any modern bike, if you just rev your engine, you're going to increase speed dramatically and put yourself in the danger zone anyway. So you've got to pull in the clutch to blip the accelerator. Now, while you're pulling in the clutch, you can toot the horn. So you're actually half a second slower if you pull in the clutch and blip the accelerator. So if you hit the horn, it's half a second faster. If you're traveling at 60 kilometers an hour or 35 miles an hour, you're traveling at 16.6 meters per second or 50 feet roughly per second. Half a second cuts that distance in half. So while you pull in the clutch and blip the accelerator, you have lost half your reaction time. So if you hit the horn, it's half a second earlier that that car is going to find out that you are in trouble when you need their attention. So blipping is a waste of time, literally. So my conclusion on this is don't waste your time doing any of that stuff. Use your horn. It's designed to warn people of an emergency. That's what it's for. The pitch of the sound is there so people can hear it. That sound you can hear above the other sounds. They're not the same. 90% of the sounds on the road are a deeper sound. That high sound travels and everyone can hear it. And that's why sirens are high. And when you hear the screech of tyres, it's a high sound. It cuts through all the other sound on the road. Okay, deep sounds you just don't react to. If you hear an engine rev, you normally think idiot. Okay, and that's how it is. So use your horn. It's safer, and at the end of the day, I have a loud exhaust on my bike. I've got an Akrapovic on my bike, and I have it because I think it sounds cool and I like the way it looks. But stop trying to justify having a loud exhaust as being safe. Just go, I like it. I like mine. It won't save my life. I know that to be a fact because it didn't. But I still think it's cool and I'm still keeping it. That's it for me. Talk to you next time. If you like the video, guys, like and subscribe, support the channel. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you next time.